in my step.
Damu Kiwe Conversation, the only place you gonna get it is the only place you gonna get big you.
Wes. Welcome to the Damu Kiwe Conversation, home of the West Coast, the voice of the culture. Duse hands down. And I done brought y'all the Damu Kiwe Conversation. Salute to everybody in the chat. The chat's where it's at. Make sure you hit that like button. If you ain't already did it, do that on your way in. It's like taking your chucks off before you enter a gangster's residence. Besides that, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Bang that like button. Bang that subscription. And join us on this road to 10K subs. We're at 9,100. We need 900 more subs. Spread the word to a friend. Tell them that y'all done hung with the Don, Duse Sims, a.k.a. Birmingham. So we got Young Ant Jefe responding to WACK100's rad allegations, and he's saying it wasn't me. That's why he didn't respond. Y'all tell me. We're going to get right into the content. Shout out to the Blue Wrench Mob. Always on a job. Let's get to it. Oh, wrong content. My bad. I done grabbed the wrong content. That's for the live tonight. Y'all make sure y'all tune in for the live tonight, right? Let me go ahead and get the content. Young Ant Jefe. Don't care nothing but what CS2 back say. Yeah. Listen, bro. A lot of people been hitting me and they on Ant head right now. Ant really be caring about what's going on in them Ant be caring about what's going on in that chat too. A little too much, man. You gotta be a lot more secure than that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people don't be knowing what they talking about, but I think that's kind of like what really gets to them. Let's get right into it, man. Young Ant Buffet. Uh-oh. Let's go. Start this all the way over. Not all the way. I don't want to hear that y'all go over there and subscribe to old Young Ant Jefe, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be taking them through it, man. At least y'all could do is subscribe to the man.
Conversation continues. WACK100's name continues to come up, not only in this paperwork saga with him and T Grizzly, but as well as paperwork with people who are on the panel at No Jumper, such as Young Ant Jefe. Now, Adam would bring up WAC's conversation about T Grizzly. A lot of people question why WAC was running around with paperwork that wasn't verified. And it actually came up during the topic on the No Jumper show tonight. Now, Adam would quickly beeline to the T Grizzly paperwork situation, stating that WACK100 had fake paperwork, and he actually believed T Grizzly because T Grizzly said that he would put up $250K to WAC's 10.
What's the good old big deal with the good old people, man? It's your boy Young Ant Jefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead, like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's Hot Topics with your boy Young Ant Jefe. And I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. The recipient of Hot Topics, Ant Jefe and WACK100. Y'all see what's going on. Y'all been knew what's going on. This is what y'all wanted. This is what y'all been waiting for. So, other day, while on No Jumper, ADAM22 comes to the conclusion that WACK100 was dealing in some paperwork that was supposed.
ADAM22, the Adam Grand Mason, the mountaineer himself, always starting some shit. and don't nobody confront him. Everybody confront anybody that look like us or that they think they got wind at, but they never gonna hold that mountaineer accountable. Let's go.
Been fake because T Grizzly challenged 250 to 10,000. Now everybody know in the social net space, and I don't understand why everybody be acting so crippled, blind, and just like jackalish when it comes to things and content that they watch and have been laid out here. People know where the work's supposed to came from. It was supposed to came from Baby Shooter and Fire Trey Avalon. Now, doing this episode, Adam had also concluded that he think that WACK100 should apologize for putting that paperwork out there to T Grizzly. And T Grizzly had asked for apology as well, weeks back. With this, lo and behold, fire in the hole, Wack fire one. Hey, I got some paperwork on somebody up there on the panel with y'all, but because we cool, I'm not gonna say nothing. So from there, you know, I stay silent, or I might have said something like, he ain't talking about me. But if I did stay silent for a reason, because it ain't no reason for me to speak when I know it's not me. Now, it seems like it's getting misconstrued out here in this social net space. Not that I care to clear any air with any people that's behind.
If you don't care to clear any air, then why are you clarifying and clearing the air? Let's go.
Phones, tablets, and biopics of no subscribers, but just to come on social media to try to control a narrative and be antagonistic. And some of these vloggers be the same as well. It is what it is. It's a part of the game. You know what I'm saying? No harm, no foul. I don't know these dudes anyway. So that's why I keep it in stride and keeping it moving in the way I do, in the orderly fashion of how I do. Now, with that being said, everybody automatically excluded the whole room. Oh, he beat for Munchie. Oh, him and Adam cool. Oh, Lush probably ain't been to jail. He got to be talking about Ant Jefe.
Again, Adam started that. He started to rationalize and define, because he got a mind. You attacking us for having a mind, but you didn't attack Adam for saying, well, he's not cool with Munchie. So that's a process of elimination. It don't even take that much sense. Oh, and then he just said that Munchie, he didn't have no paperwork on Munchie on the phone call with Munchie and Wack. So he know he's not talking about Munchie. So get rid of Munchie. You got Adam. He didn't say, Adam, I got paperwork on you. And then the other boy ain't been in jail, Lush. So you take away them, that leaves one. So you mad at everybody else for wondering why you didn't respond. In state penitentiary, failure to respond, automatic, you getting DP'd or rolled up off the yard. You know what I'm saying? Failure to respond. But especially when a man is insinuating that somebody's a rat. Now, I get it. You saying ain't no paperwork on you, and I believe that. What I'm saying is, just because there's no paperwork on Duse, when WACK100 said that there was paperwork on me, nigga, it's been on ever since. See the difference? But y'all ain't getting on that mountaineer at all. Adam Grant Mason, he just getting rich off of y'all up there, and y'all and keeping y'all into it with each other. Now,
I even got phone calls about this. People calling my phones. Hey, bro, what's going on with this? You know what I'm saying? And like, I was even telling my folks, like, look, bro, it wasn't no name put on that, regardless of what's going on in the room or how the trap seems sprung. Only way for it to be a trap and me to be caught in it is for me to speak up or for me to take any offense. Me knowing that I ain't ever told on nobody and my name ain't on no paperwork, why would I take offense? But we about to get into this content, and y'all already know, man, it's the halfway and the half effect. We gonna commentate. Baby Shooter, like, as you know what I'm saying, being a member, he shouldn't even be getting involved in them games. Definitely being behind bars in jail. And that's what I didn't understand about the content coming out and it getting put out there, because only way you put that out there, like the statutes and limitations had to run out. But it's just, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, man. It was just too much that was said. I don't know if people was just placing what they knew out there on that piece of paper, but it was just too much like that was said that was just like crazy and bizarre, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, if people putting their money up, I would have put my 10 up quick.
WACK got the paperwork from Shooter's side.
So he said, and WACK specifically said on the pod, Shooter's a bullshitter. You feel me? Shooter be bullshitting, but I believe him for various I believe this is true. I know this is true for other reasons. Part?
You saying this?
I'm quoting WACK.
The little situation was true because the uploads, like I remember when the first uploads was going around when he was talking to the dude and it was getting blamed on other people, and he was like, "Look, man, it ain't me. Look, it was wooty woo and wooty woo. Don't say you heard it from me." Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, we remember way from back then, you know what I'm saying, before this paperwork issue, and that was like 2 years ago. But
if WACK is getting the paperwork and bring it to the table, and you're the biggest name in this whole thing, let's be real, at the end of the day, who the Shooter? Like he's not like a famous social media person,
Yeah. You remember that's the one that came up here with the Armenian dude,
internet
right?
personality.
You had him on here.
You had him over here with the Armenian dude.
I did, I know. But I'm saying to the world as a whole, WACK100 is very famous. Shooter, the world is just finding out, acknowledging that he was wrong. And
I think he said that wasn't the only. He said there's way more information, and we got the actual work coming. That wasn't the work, but we got the work coming. This is right before he did the show with you.
Really?
I think y'all filmed on Friday.
I didn't see him talking about it on there. He got information. He said, "I have paperwork on one of the guys on your panel right now, but he's all right with me, so I'll keep that quiet until need be."
Oh shit! I ain't cool with him.
He definitely got no
who let's tell him.
Shit. See, everybody's rationalizing, Young Ant. You rationalizing, ain't no paperwork on you, and I believe that right now. I've never seen nothing else, and I don't believe WACK100. Period, if he is saying that there was some paperwork on you. But had that been Duse Sims that said that, you be down my neck. And that nigga's a buster. Dead homies. I don't know. Maybe you a little intimidated thinking he gonna put that cabbage on your top ramens. You know what I'm saying? Munchie knew it wasn't him. Let's get to this. This is the meat on the bone.
Hold on. You said talk about shit about Lush. Why you go?
Why is he floating that? He's so mad at you that he's gonna throw somebody else. Maybe he got paperwork on me. We don't know.
Hey, listen, bro. Hey, listen. That nigga be breakdancing butt naked on Inglewood on Crenshaw Metros before he finds paperwork on me. I ain't worried about it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
There it is there, as you guys have already seen it. If you haven't seen it, now you seen it. Now, let's not make no mistake here. Of course, I see the similarities in which things can be. But the thing and the fact of the matter is, I'm not on nobody paperwork. So it automatically rules me out regardless of me and him being straight and him having what he have going on with Munchie B and Lush and Adam not being in jail. It ain't no need for me to go on a war attack of WACK100 this, WACK100 that, and I know that my name is not on paperwork. What is it for me to worry about? Like, you know what I see, right? A lot of you dudes got problems with WACK100, right? And because y'all got a problem.
Nah. That ain't what it is. These people ain't talking about we got problems with WACK100. They seeing that you selective politicking, picking and choosing, and not keeping that same energy. See, I never called you a snitch or a rat because I never heard nothing bad about you. You know what I'm saying? So for me, now, do I believe that Melvin Farmer, you know what I'm saying, got WACK100 to get you the job up at, Skull practically begged them for a period of time. to get you down. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm quite sure Melvin Farmer would admit, I mean, he said it publicly already before. So you came in the game with CS2 back. That's like CS2 back coming in the game with Reggie Wright Jr. Pork butt. Degrees fucking with your mental. Pork butt. Yeah. That's like that, bro. And WACK100 getting you up there, you feel a little bit obligated. Despite the fact, don't forget that the Christopher Love boy, you know what I'm saying, also was your partner up in Seattle or Portland, north of California, somewhere up there. I don't remember all of the details. I don't really even be caring too much. You know what I'm saying? When niggas say he was solid, that's all I need to hear. He from moving and he's solid. Okay, I'm fucking with him. Okay, I understand that he might be a little dyslexic and say wrong words out of context, and that's cool. He from South Central LA. Maybe our community should have did a better job at making sure he had a better education. He might have educated himself. So even to come that far, you got to salute that. But don't try to twist and deflect like it's because everybody hates CS2 back and that it ain't got nothing to do with you not keeping that same energy, young ant. You know what I'm saying? Especially when the Mountaineer is trying to put you in a popcorn machine with CS2 back and say that he got to be talking about you. Let's go.
Problem with him in the way that he do stuff, y'all try to implement me in it and ask me why I don't feel this type of way, or why I stay quiet when his name spoke, or why this and that, because I don't need to be getting in personal stuff when personal stuff is spoken. When anybody personal stuff is spoken, when it comes to kids.
Wait, when personal stuff is spoken, I could have swore that you spoke on some people personal stuff before, specifically on WACK100 when you felt it benefited them. I talked to the main streets. And Wack is admitting he talked to Dog on the wiretap, the same wiretap that Dog said he didn't want to talk to him on. He said he cool on that brother. So you spoke up and said, I know he ain't told on the main streets when the paperwork CS2 back identifies exactly what he gave up on the main streets. That was people's personal business. See, again, selective politicking, picking and choosing, right? And that's all within your thing. See, I brim alone, brim strong. I don't need nobody to ride with me. Not the set, not none of these niggas I ain't even met on YouTube. Never met them in person in my life. I don't need none of them to ride with me. I'm a one-man army. So don't try to make it seem like it's everybody that's beefing with him is trying to recruit you to go at the nigga. What we do is we expect that you would stand on integrity. We expect that you was laced up by Big Hunchy and all of these reputable Chico and Sinbad and G-Ride and Gangsta Rock and Schoolboy. Big Monster Cody, right? I even seen you with my boy Lil Sody in the back of Lil Sody on YouTube the other day with some old footage. You was like his backup dancer or something while he was getting interviews. You know, rest in peace to Lil Sody. You know what I'm saying? Someone I actually had number in my phone, seen him a couple different events and network. In fact, he was asking me why we did Bosco 100 like that when I was running marketing and promotion for Yard Down Music Inc. You know what I'm saying? So me and the brother had an arrangement. So I would think that based on the experience of dudes that I dealt with all my life, whether it was Juvenile Hall, McLaren Hall, CYA, the federal penitentiary, the state penitentiary, right? There's a certain standard that we accustomed to dealing with niggas that's from gangsters. You know what I'm saying? 83rd, St. Andrews Park. You know what I'm saying? So when we don't see that same energy coming for WACK100, but you definitely, I paid for you and didn't even spell it right. I paid for your flight and beat your ass. You think you 5'3", you shorter than CS2 back. Besides, don't mean nothing. It's all about heart and skills. You think you could be the first one to beat Duse Sims' ass? That's past beyond laughable. But even more than that, we talking about where is that same energy when WACK100's insinuating worse? That's what the topic is. It has nothing to do with everybody hating WACK100. They expect you to meet the bar that has been set because everything we done heard aligned you with every one of them names from gangsters I ever heard of. I wouldn't expect nothing less. You know what I'm saying? So when niggas don't see that, it's kind of disappointment, and people start to question different things about your character. You know what I'm saying? Not that you're right. I don't think 1% of the niggas that questioned that believe that Wack actually do got paperwork on you. That nigga ain't got no credibility. In fact, that nigga got 8 days to bring his paperwork, his statement to the feds. And we want to see you hold him accountable. Matter of fact, Young Ant Jefe, South Central, stand the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? West Side. We want you to hold down Brick's challenge of presenting his paperwork 30 days, or he needs to roll it up off no jumper, and he's no longer able to walk the main line. You know what I'm saying? Because he admitted he made statements to the feds. We got proof that he went to the federal headquarters, FBI headquarters, and made a statement. He admits that, and I can send you that clip. You can tell him, hey, you said you did, so where's that statement, right? And then we got Detective Greg Caden saying that they also met with him at his lawyer's office. So we don't believe him insinuating that Ant is a rat. We have no proof of that outside of his word, which ain't shit. It ain't that. We just saying, where was the check? Hey, who the fuck is you talking to, Wack? Because I'm looking around, and me and you being smooth, we half-ass cool. You got a nigga up here. They on you about presenting fake paperwork on T Grizzly, and in return, you lash out saying somebody up here on paperwork. Lush never been to jail. Munchie ain't cool with you. You ain't talking to Adam because you would have said you got paperwork on Adam because he's the one you're texting. So just common sense would lead me to believe that he may be trying to imply it's work on me. See the difference? That's what it's about, bro. Let's go.
When it comes to people's spouses and stuff like that, I do not get into it. Or if I see that people are feeding negativity or a trap towards somebody that they beef with, why would I hop in it and give my opinion against somebody that you're waging war?
Now I agree with you right there, and that's kind of like where me and you had initially bumped heads. I'm so glad that we did get that out the way, because first and foremost, like you said, you ain't trying to fuck your piece off for nobody. You ain't trying to have to down or boo bop no motherfucking body especially behind some content. You know what I'm saying? That's the same shit I was on. You know what I'm saying? But when a nigga put that jacket on me, I did a whole 180 and got on his head. You know what I'm saying? And he still ain't produced no paperwork on that. Let's go.
Against. Then on top of that, y'all got to be for real out here, right? Y'all want people out here beefing on social media for ratings, for clickbait, for views. Don't none of these dudes on social media, and I don't got to say nobody name, whoever got smoke with each other, whether they got smoke, whether they got beef, whether they got dislike, ain't nobody trying to do nothing to nobody. Ain't nobody trying to slide on nobody. Ain't nobody trying to hurt nobody. It's just a war of words. I do not want a war with words. I do not want a war at all. But if I have to, you know what I'm saying, draw the pistol and get sticky, it's going to be what it's going to be. But I don't have time to be warned with nobody over the internet waking up every day. Oh, let me find this. Let me say this. Let me lie about that. If that's how y'all want to live, that's how y'all want to live. That's why a lot of y'all got gray hair now. A lot of y'all be young as hell with gray hair because y'all stressed yourself out. Y'all allowed the cybernet, social media, all type of shit to stress y'all out. And I'm just not going for it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not going to dictate my program. Ant Jefe dictate his own program. Don't nobody dictate my program. If I feel something ain't right with somebody and something is wrong with somebody, I'm not going to deal with that person. I'm going to step back from that person. That just is what it is. I don't have to be in the public eye, rah, 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 gogging how y'all want me to be. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to happen. But with all this going on, right, I just sat back, and the reason why I didn't say nothing, because I felt like it wasn't no need to say nothing. WACK said what he said, so it wasn't no need for me to say nothing because my name is not on nobody's paperwork. But I would allow for WACK to say something first. And if WACK did or had said something first, I would say something back in regards to the situation.
And then there go WACK100. I know y'all starving for content. I've been busy, but no fake content.
And as y'all see right there, so WACK hit me early, texted me early this morning. I wake up, I got a text from WACK, like, hey.
Now that's where it gets kind of contradictory, right? Because if you had to talk to WACK100 about it, this subject offline, then why wasn't it addressed immediately? That's like some makeup shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what we talking about, bro. You know what I'm saying? It should have been addressed initially, right when he said it for clarification. Wait. Hold on. They saying it ain't him. They saying it ain't him. Adam is a civilian. So what is you trying to imply, and who is you implying it about? It's supposed to be a rat. That's it. Nobody didn't say, well, now, if he said something wrong, obviously we understand where you finna go with it. All we said was to pose the question. When Young Ant Jefe don't pose the question, it kind of gets people to really start believing maybe Ant Jefe is compromised. Let's go.
Send me a segment from somebody, hey man, what's all this? What dude's talking about I got some paperwork on you? I said, look, bro, I don't know, bro. Like, I didn't feed into it, bro. We was talking about this T Grizzly situation on No Jumper. Adam said you shot him a text saying that you got some paperwork on somebody up there on the panel with y'all right now that you cool with, but being that y'all straight, you're not gonna drop the paperwork yet. So act like, man, look, I don't even know who was up there that day. I don't even know who was up there on the panel that day. And I know a lot of people gonna say, oh man, that's BS, or gonna call BS. Like, man, he know you and Munchie there every Tuesday or whatever the case may be. I get lost with these days. A lot of days are flying past that I gotta actually look at my phone to actually find out what day it is. Not saying that's the situation with him, but it is what it is. So I'm like, yeah, people are basically saying that what you texting Adam saying what you said is basically saying you got some paperwork on me. He like, man, you know I don't got no paperwork on you. I'm like, exactly. That's why I really didn't feel the need to go on no war path or waging any war, just start speaking and creating, you know what I'm saying, imaginary smoke, which people wanted to be. So on top of that, he did some solid shit and went to his Instagram without me asking and posted it. Like, look, know y'all hungry for content. He been what he been on, but we do not have no paperwork on Ant Jefe. And like a lot of you dudes, like, I know it's content for y'all, right? Y'all trying to get $1. Y'all really don't care whether it's paperwork or not. Y'all just here for the slander or either here to get a YouTube check. So y'all just gonna run it. Rap Street News been read my paperwork off. Damn near the whole internet seen that. That's over 100,000 views. I know it's more people than that on the internet, but definitely people on this West Coast region and it's running their mouth and talking. They been seeing this ish, but still want to participate in foolishness. But that's the goofiness that goes on the internet, and that's why I said I do shit the way I do shit and move the way I move. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, I'm going to continue to move the way I move and do it the way I do it. And we're going to conclude that right there. It's your boy, Young Ant Jefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead, like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail.
Keeping it.
So there you have it. A clarification of sorts, which wasn't even really necessary, because didn't nobody believe he was a rat. Everybody was talking about maybe some people don't got connects and all of that and might believe anything WACK100 says out of his mouth or alludes to out of his mouth. But Ant Jefe felt the need to, after No Jumper and people talking about it in the comments, questioning him about it, and to talk to Wack about it, because Wack brought, what is everybody talking about? Blase blah. Allegedly, this is their rendition of the story. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I ain't there. We don't know how that turned out. We know what Ant said, but we don't know. All we know is that when it was first said and people felt like that, and you didn't address it, that's what got people to questioning and all of that stuff. Not necessarily because they believe CS2 back or that there was some work on you. Until I see some work on Ant, you're never going to hear me call him a bitch, a rat, a buster. I never heard nothing like that about him. And I done talked to multiple people who says the total opposite. So with that, thanks for the content, Young Ant Jefe. CS2 back. We got that challenge. We gonna see if Young Ant Jefe holds you to that. Bring them statements that you made at the federal building and at your attorney's office to the Federal Joint Task Force, Detective Greg Caden, and your handler, Darren Dupree. Damu Kiwe Conversations. We out.